What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. This is our SSR overview series. Today we're looking at the SSR SR125TR big wheel model. So that name's a mouthful. This is just a 125cc pit bike. It's the TR version from SSR. We don't know what that means. We're just calling it the trail bike or the trail racer bike. And then last but not least, it's the big wheel model. So if you looked at our other video about the 140, that video showcased a regular sized standard wheel model with a 14 in the front and a 12 in the rear. The big wheel model gets a 17-inch front upgrade and a 14-inch in the rear. So if you're getting through some gnarlier terrain, maybe a little bit of single track, some two track, or just some more technical trails in general, the TR big wheel model might be the one for you. It's very close to the features of the 140 TR. If you're looking for the maximum features and maximum adjustability, make sure you check out the 140. The 125 in front of us here has many of the same features, but it's lacking a few things to make it a fully adjustable pit bike. So the first upgrade that the TR models get is the suspension. So this 125 TR gets inverted forks. The 140, if you're comparing to that, does get full adjustability in the front. So these aren't adjustable, but they're still inverted, giving you better feel and feedback on the trail. Next, the TR models do feature thicker plastics than their standard models. So it's just a nice touch. After many years of backyard riding and putting it in a pickup truck, the plastics can get pretty beat up and cracked, but these are pretty durable. We noticed that's just a nice extra touch on the TR models. So the motor in the 125 TR is a 125cc air-cooled 4-stroke. Has 4 speeds in the gearbox, so neutral's at the bottom. There's not 1 down, 4 up on these bikes. It's actually just 4 up. So for newer riders, it makes finding neutral a lot easier because it's right at the bottom. Another nice touch on the TR models is these do come with a Mikuni Japanese carburetor versus just your standard clone carburetor. 22mm carb on this bike, great fueling, and then that leads into the power, 8.5 horsepower on this 125 big wheel model. Comparing it out to the 140 makes 12 horsepower. So look at those specs. Think about which bike might be best for you, depending on your riding experience. And then for engine protection, there is a skid plate included that's a steel plate. Again, the 140 features an upgraded machined aluminum plate. This steel plate, though, does do a good job. Now, all of SSR's TR pit bikes are kickstart only. They do start very easily. There is a manual choke on the carburetor for colder weather, but they're usually a 1 or 2 kick bike. They have great compression, and they fire up very easily, and they warm up very quickly. A couple other features to highlight on the TR model that are worth mentioning. You do get thicker brake and clutch levers just for greater durability and control. You get nice waffle grips that feel like a Pro Taper style grip, a little bit softer than their standard model grips. And then you do get a better, bigger braking system. So bigger master cylinder up front, bigger rotors, and bigger calipers. It gets this bike stopping very easily, very quickly. And then another nice touch on the TR models is they do have bigger foot pegs for greater control. We encourage you to look at this as a great, fun, family backyard bike. It's great for 2-track, farmland, forest land. We're here on the East Coast, so there's not a ton of gnarly rocks and stuff like that. If you're going for some really hardcore single track trails, you want to definitely look at a full-size dirt bike. But this is a great family bike. You can throw it in the back of a pickup very easily, go riding, or just keep it at the house and ride in your backyard with your buddies. Now here at Short Cycles, we are a local dealer for SSR. Been carrying them for over 6 years. So we have experience with these products. We know what works and what doesn't with this lineup. And we're happy to answer any questions you may have if you're looking at one of these either locally or here on the East Coast in the Maryland area, or if you're somewhere else, just give us a shout. We're happy to help. When you do buy from a dealership like ours, we prep and assemble the bike correctly, put a better spark plug in the motor, we change the engine oil before we even run the bike, check the valve clearance before we run the engine, and then we always include an hour meter on these things for free, so that way you know when to get your bike serviced in the future. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a like, share it with a buddy, and subscribe for more content like this. We're a local dealer showing you the behind the scenes of bikes like this and giving you our honest feedback. Make sure you check out our other SSR overview videos. We're going through the entire lineup and making sure you guys can see each bike and what the features are. And with that being said, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.